Yeah, I mean, I noticed that they didn't have much. I mean, we don't really talk about it on the sidelines during the game, but we'll all take a look, and nobody will say anything. But near the end of the game, I think they had like 99 yards of passing, and we were like, hey, let's try to hold them underneath 100 yards. We didn't, but I mean, we started to kind of pay attention to the stats near the end of the game, and it gives those guys going in, a goal. Just because we're in the lead, don't get comfortable. Let's keep these stats and have no drop off. So that's kind of when we start looking at the stats.
You talked about how Nick stared through your soul a little bit. So
yeah.
Is he one of the more serious, kind of scary dudes on the field just because of how his mindset is?
Yeah, on the field for sure. Yeah, he's a different animal. I think I mentioned it a couple weeks ago, just his preparation before the game. I mean, he's like the most intense guy in the locker room before the game, trying to mentally prepare himself. And I don't bother him. I don't go over there. Maybe I'll give him a hit on the shoulder pads or something. But I mean, when he's walking out, I mean, sometimes that man has tears in his eyes when he's walking out. And, so I mean, his intensity is noticeable and it's contagious. And I love having guys like that on the team. It's awesome.
You guys lost some guys to injury today. Johnson, Sandor, and Ben, who eventually came back in. Just curious what kind of message that sends to the rest of the team once you guys have to get medical attention.
Yeah.
However severe it is, and then come back in.
Oh yeah, I mean, again, I think it's part of the grit factor. The grit mentality of guys don't want to tap out. They want to go back in. They want to help this team win and contribute. And all those guys that you mentioned that did that, I'm not surprised one bit. All those guys, are ride or die for this team, and I'm proud that they're on my team.
You're one of the leaders of this team. You guys are back in the middle of the Big Ten West race. 4 games left. Everyone's saying, "Oh, you're a really good champ, everything's looking good." What's the message you would send to the players, say tomorrow, about what needs to be done?
Yeah, do it again. Do it again. The mentality goes into so many things. Not just play by play, not just drive by drive, but week by week. We stack some wins. That's awesome. That's great. We have momentum, but we got to do it again. And it's the simple message that I think is said all the time now at random times, which is great. It's spreading around. And I think that message is showing this team that we're not satisfied with what's going on yet. So we got to keep going, and we got to do it again.
How did this team just dig themselves out of a 1-3 start from what happened to Michigan to 3-4 weeks later, you guys are able to play the best ball of the year?
Yeah, it's resilience from a lot of guys. It's continued belief regardless of what was going on during that time. And like I said before, what me and these leaders want to do is we will not let this team get divided. And I think this team is stuck together through this, and it shows the maturity of this team. They're willing to stick together through the thick and thin, and and I think it's showing on the field now of how close this team was that we mentioned even in the summer.
You've had a lot of people jump ship in the middle of the season here. Obviously, a lot of that's due to the portal being what it is.
Yeah.
But can that kind of thing bring a locker room closer together when, the guys who weren't committed, they're gone, we think.
Yeah.
The guy across from me, I know, is committed to this thing regardless of the win-loss record.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. I mean, I can't say I support leaving in the middle of the season, so when guys leave in the middle of the season, it's like, all right, we're cleaning house, the ones who are really committed here and who's up and who's not. And good riddance, we'll see you. We got to keep going.
Is that a fine line to straddle? Because one of your teammates was asked the same thing, and he said, "I respect the work they put in. I respect their decision." So you're trying to respect that they're leaving, but you're saying you're leaving us.
I mean, I'm a transfer. I mean, I'm not gonna be hypocritical. I transferred, but I waited till I finished what I committed to my team. You don't finish what you commit to your team, in my opinion, as a leader on this team, see you later. It's kind of a big slap in the face, personally, as a leader on this team. Maybe coaches think differently. I mean, we just got a guy from the portal of Michigan State, who I think left in the middle of this season. So, people may have other opinions, but, for as claiming to be a leader on this team, I don't accept that. No, I don't respect that decision at all. But I mean, again, it's cleaning house and it's showing guys who's committed here and who wants to finish out this season the right way. So
the reason I asked that is because the guy who said that was Trey Van Vleuten, and he said, I respect his decision. He said, but there's no way in hell I'm leaving.
yeah,
Because I'm not leaving this place.
yeah. That's, I think he's a very politically correct answer from his part. You know, it's okay. That's totally fine. I'll give him more honest opinion.
Back to this current team, what have you seen from the defensive line in the last few weeks? Because they might not get the same counting stats as like the linebackers making some good plays, but their impact, I feel like, is just the same.
Yeah. I mean, they make our job so easy. I think I ran from the deep end of the field to the line of scrimmage after the play probably 10 times today because of how many plays they were making. I mean, sometimes me and the entire secondary doesn't have to do much because they're always making plays in the backfield. And I was able to make a tackle today, a tackle for loss, but it wasn't because I ran and made the tackles, because our D line cut that wall off and slowed them down. I mean, really, they made the play. So, they're the best in the country in my opinion. I would go through whatever with them. They're awesome. I love those guys and they're doing a great job. Yeah, thank you. So what?
Are you going to switch Halloween costumes now, or?
I think I'm going to stay with the mechanic, but I don't think I can wear this hat out there. I don't think I can. It's sacred now, and I think I'll have to find another hat.
I don't know if you've been asked this already, but since you're such a good talker and you're still here, I wanted to ask you that, guys going into the transfer portal, it's a very different time in college football.
It is.
4 guys leave in the last 2 weeks. As a player still on this team,
Yeah.
what's it like seeing teammates leave mid-season? What do you make of the reports?
I mean, this is a very similar situation, I feel like, to Notre Dame, for my honesty, and I mean, there's no way around it. I mean, to me, if you're going to commit to playing this season, show up to fall camp, show up to the first game, you're committed till the rest of the season, in my opinion. And when you don't, I mean, when the portal allows you to do what you do, I mean, it just shows me that, it's a selfish decision that affects the rest of this team. It doesn't just affect them, it affects this whole team. I don't support it at all. I don't support leaving in the middle of the season. If they want to wait till after the season and leave, I respect it. Good luck to them. I'm a transfer, so. But I think in order to not only leave in the middle of the season, but you could burn bridges. As a transfer, you don't want to burn a bridge of where you left before. I mean, schools come back and call this place and ask, hey, well, what's this guy? Like, why did he leave? And if you leave on wrong terms, or if you leave, not committed, I mean, who's going to want that? So that's my opinion. But again, it shows the guys who are truly committed to being here, who want to be here, and who want to finish out this season strong. And that's what I like. I mean, we said it a while back, like, if you're not committed here, just leave, just get out. So if they wanted to get out, then at least they made the right decision.
How do those things kind of go down when it's middle of the season? I mean, are you guys having a lot of emotional goodbyes with people, or is it kind of just disappearing in the middle of the night type thing?
It's more disappearing in the middle of the night. I don't want to go into too much detail, but I mean, some guys hear it like the next day, like they don't know. Like, if there's not a team meeting and like they say, hey, I'm gonna, like, this is this guy's choice. He can go out however he wants because of the portal. And some guys say their goodbyes, some guys, choose to go out their own way. So that's as far as into detail that I'll go. But yeah, it's not too much of an emotional thing, especially not in the middle of the season.